Back at it again with another video, and today we are looking at the S&P 500 index. We're on the 15-minute chart, and as you, or if you don't already know, I am an ICT concept trader, and recently I found out about quarterly theory, so I'll be blending the two together, and I'll just be following to see what a sharp like, is it worth my time type thing. So in today's video, we're going to be applying those two theories or concepts, etc., on the S&P 500 chart, specifically for the New York AM session for the 14th of March. It's March right here, 14th of March 2024. So let's dive into it. Gonna just start by maximizing the screen. I'm just gonna ask, if you aren't already subscribed to us, please be sure to give us a subscribe and like, share. We're on YouTube at Sich Maddie Trading. We also on Twitter at SCHMDII. Sich Maddie. Is this the cool? It looked cool the way I tapped it out. So it is what it is. Be sure to give us a follow there. We dropping some serious alpha, some serious sauce, and everything else in between. But now, let's take a look at this chart, right? I'm gonna start off by marking out midnight Thursday, New York, just to start off the day, and then I'll be taking note of the open price, the midnight open price. So we sold off. That's midnight. That's the open, sold off. I'm gonna anchor you there, and then I'm going to just hit the template, daily open. So what I'll be looking for is a sell above that daily open and a buy below that daily open. But obviously, as you know, as you can see there, I'm just gonna start out by noting that buy side liquidity. The best trades happen after like price takes, like in this instance we took buy stops, so buy side liquidity. We rated that, and then price began to displace lower breaking structure. So now I'm gonna just start by marking out my quarters for the AM session. So for New York AM, the first or the Q1 will start at 6, then 7:30. Right? Let me just mark it out. Templates, New York AM. That's quarter 2. This quarter 3 is at it's at 9. So it's like every 90 minutes you have a quarter, 9. Then quarter 4 is at 10:30, or quarter 4 starts at 10:30. And then the PM one starts at 10. Who's texting me at this time? I'm busy. Apologies for that. Let me just put the phone on silent. KQ4, and then the PM, Alt V, and then that's the New York PM one, right? Okay, cool. So we have our quarters like mapped out quite nicely. I'm just gonna remove the midnight one, but you can see where that midnight candle is over there, the open price. Cool. So let's just zoom in a bit. So, okay. The word is that quarter. Well, this for those who aren't familiar with quarterly theory, you get four phases, or you get basically two profiles. You get the AMDX or the XAMD. So we're gonna start with the AMDX one. A will stand for accumulation. So what you'd want to see is, accumulation, etc. I'm gonna show you a bearish example. This would be the A accumulation stage, which would usually, if we have one of the two profiles, we're currently speaking on the AMDX profile, this would appear in Q1, whereas in Q2 you get a manipulation, right? And then in Q3, that's where we get our distribution, right? And then in Q4, we'll either get the continuation or a reversal of the previous phase, which is phase 3 or quarter 3, right? That's for AMDX, and then the opposite is true, or rather the inverse, for XAMD. So in that profile, you'll either get a reversal of the previous phase. Previous phase, you'll just look at Q4 from London session if you're looking at the New York AM session. So that would be 4:30 Eastern Standard Time up until 6. That window there, that'll be the previous London session. So as you can see here, in this instance, we just had consolidation. So we also got consolidation. We had the X. You know what? Yeah, it's whatever, man. It's whatever. Just, yeah. Focus on Q3, Q4, if it presents itself, and then the rest will be good. Go down the rabbit hole. I'll be sure to tag the video on quarterly theory in the comments, so that if anyone is interested, you can go check it out. But now in this instance here, you can see accumulation there, boing, manipulation, whatever, and then Q3, we get that very heavy-handed displacement. Very heavy-handed displacement. So we're just taking a look-see. See that auto block over there? Just gonna mark out this auto block. Okay, templates. Okay. It's not really, I'm looking at it as a breaker. Break, came back there, and then we started attacking it. Note how that we traded back up into that during quarter 3, right after the start of quarter 3, at around about like 9:30ish. So we're just gonna go into a lower time frame and see more into it. I'm just gonna remove the lines just to make it like nicer to see. But hey, man, that quarter 3, trust me, man, trust me, it's like, obviously this chart is correlated to the Nasdaq. I'm still in production now, so I don't know which one I'll drop first. Either probably the Nasdaq one. I feel like that makes more sense to drop the Nasdaq one first. So the movement between S&P today and Nasdaq today was quite similar setup as well, but like it's just uncanny how the best sell opportunity of the distribution came in quarter 3 of the session, similarly to Nasdaq today, and similarly to what Nasdaq did yesterday. I'm going to look at it again tomorrow just to see as well what's popping, but I'm just saying it's very, very interesting. Extremely interesting. So 5-minute chart. M5, here we are. Okay, this is that 15-minute order block. And would you look at that? Would you look at that? This was at 9:35, and we had a nice fair value gap. I'm just gonna turn this black solid line, make it bold F so you can see it. Bold F so that we can all see it. 3. Okay, cool. So as you can see there, inside of that 15-minute order block, we got a nice fair value gap over there, and price did the things. We consolidated a bit above the daily open price, and then proceeded to sell off with vigor. With vigor. In this particular instance, let's just load the left side of the chart. Oh, wow, big vigor. That would be your take profit one, that level of sell side liquidity. Then you'd also get some more under there, which we did pierce through. And then I still feel like, yeah, it could go lower because you can see there's this 5-minute fair value gap over there. I am still under the impression that this is still the current draw on liquidity for the S&P 500. We'll probably trade through lower there. I should start paying more attention to this chart because I don't really look at it, if I'm being honest. I'm primarily on NASDAQ, so yeah. I should also check the Dow, see what the Dow did, or if the Dow also follows this quarterly theory thing. But yeah, man, trade it down, and as you can see, bruv, like we are still on our way down. We're still on the way down. Price still looking quite bearish. But then, without getting too distracted, we're looking back at this. Back at that. Had if we were entering via the order block there, on this time frame, we'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 opportunities to enter when price trades up into it. Obviously the most flawless one would be this, thereby 935, traded up, to that order block as well on the 5-minute. But it overlapped nicely with this M15 one, so very high probability. Excuse me. Nice high probability trade setup. Beautifully done. Yeah, man. Not much to say really. Just points of note. We purged the buy side. So you see how it's basically smooth, as someone who used to trade classical technical analysis, the logic that I would have prior to, if I didn't know what I know now, I would see this as okay, resistance, right? 1, 2, 3, triple top. I'd sell in this area here, and I would have my stop losses placed above here, looking for price to sell off into at least down there, and etc, right? And if you did use that school of thought, you can see here with this setup, it did play out. This particular one, it did play out. Sold off nicely. But I also can see some SMC, kind of broke that low, even though it was shallow. Came back up into that fair value gap. This is on the M15, by the way. As time is going on, I think I'm leaning more and more into just focusing on the M15. Check. But if I was using my SMC or ICT concept, the entry would be there, the stops would be just above this, and it does play out etc quite nicely. But yeah, stop losses would be up there. Price tags and engages these stop losses, so the people who are trying to go short get taken out. At the same time, breakout artists who have buy stops up at these levels looking to enter long as price breaks above this, they are tagged in, and then you'll see price begin to reverse to take them out. So price one, it takes out short sellers who have their sell stops, their buy stops, right? Short sellers, yes, who have buy orders or stop losses up here, you know, to cover their short positions. They'd have that up there, and then breakout artists with buy stops would have them up there to enter long as price breaks them into that, and then as it reverses back, they would be taken out. So it's brutal, but if you know, you know. We sold above our daily open price. Above daily open, we sell. Below daily open, we buy. That's if it aligns with our bias. So if we buy bullish for the day, we would look for price to go below its open price, and then we'd buy there and expect price to continue up on days where we bullish, and that's our bias. On days where our bias is bearish and you're looking to sell, we'd look for price to shoot up above the opening daily price and then continue to the downside. But yeah, man, this one was pretty nice, straightforward, very clean day. Beautiful day. We have our sell side liquidity there. We have a 5-minute fair value gap down there that continues. As you can see, it's drawing price. We took out more sell side over there. We have more sell side down over there. Yeah, man, we just have a lot of sell side. Liquidity there, liquidity there, liquidity there, liquidity there, liquidity there. You know what I'm saying? We could get the mother of all cells. But yeah, man. Yeah. Beautiful price action on the S&P today. No lies. No lies. Took out buy side, shot down, traded back up into that just before market open. We had that 5-minute fair value gap randomly chilling there so beautifully, and then price sold off like nobody's business. Like nobody's business. Look at that beautiful trade, man. Beautiful. Just beautiful. But that's that on that. If you know now, you know. Please give us a subscribe, like, and share the video on YouTube, as you can see there. We're also on Twitter. At SCHMDII. I repeat, SCHMDII. And we'll be dropping a lot of sauce, a lot of alpha, amongst other things, you know. Some thoughts, everything in between, everything. So be sure to give us a follow, drop a lot of value, and let's connect, man. Let's talk, let's engage. I post trading ideas, and you know, just like if anyone has questions, I'll be more than happy to reply. I am mostly active on Twitter, if not TradingView. So yeah, thank God for the skill and stay safe.